Just setting up here, setting up shop here. It was a nice little break yesterday. It was fantastic, actually. It was really good. Good to get away sometimes. Good to get away. It literally felt like I was gone for 2 weeks. Like, ultimately, it felt like a long time, but all right, so I'm just loading up the charts real quick. I wanna get right into it because I don't want to miss any potential extra setup. How'd you trade this morning, by the way, guys? Trade today. I'm gonna go ahead and share this real quick. Is that? It's gonna be small right now. I'm just trying to fix this up here. What's up, Paul? How you doing? Man, I feel like I've been gone for weeks, but it was just a day. Yeah. I announced it to everybody. I had family in town. I have family in town. So I was calling yesterday off. Good to see you, Adrian, though. Let's see. Just trying to grab my link, give it out a little bit to my group. I keep not seeing the notifications, so I have to go in my school area. How's everybody doing? Are you profitable today? Almost done, fam. Almost done. Stinking allergies. Every time the lawnmower people come, I start coughing. One more place and we'll start it up, guys. There we go. All right, family. Okay, there you guys are. Let's see. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed your family. I appreciate you, Adrian. Yeah, we did. Had a great time. It feels like I've been gone for 2 weeks. That's how much I've been streaming lately, and then taking a day off is like, whoa, that was crazy. Caught a 1 to 2 this morning for Brian. That's beautiful. Slick haircut. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Passed my TPT eval today. Never used them before. Usually on Top Step. So I'm excited to make some money tomorrow on a draw. Look at you. My advice to you, okay, on TPT, now it goes to live trailing, okay? So be careful. Number 2, don't try to rush the payout. That's the only advice I'm going to give you. So just wait for the best setups, as you probably know, but I just have to let you know, Tiffany. Carla, what's up? Good morning. Joanne, what's up? Good morning. Brad Heron, great to have you. Eddie, what's up? Good afternoon. Yes, passing the 150K eval on TPT. Just need to get past the buffer. Absolutely. Beautiful, Tiffany. Okay, let's look at what we got here, guys. I let everybody know that we're live so they don't yell at me later. It's like, I thought you were live. And I'm like, well, I was live. You weren't on. Where were you? Where were you at? That's what I was thinking. Just kidding. All right. All sex here. Boom, boom. All right, let's just draw out the 1 hour blocks. Okay, obviously we're pushing up. Congratulations, you guys. If you thought we were in a bullish uptrend right now, you're right. But we're approaching this 1 hour block here. And we have this 1 hour block here. So I mark these off. This is the only thing I care about in the all of the market right now is this. This is my playing field. Don't care about any of this. I see a lot of traders, they'll send me charts and be like, well, aren't we in an uptrend? I'm like, well, yeah, but we're probably going to sell off a little bit here. Maybe, as long as this one of these blocks hold. There's actually, if you want to be technical, there's like this up here as well. So well, and there's this, but it's pretty small. So there's like 3 1 hour order blocks. So you guys tell me. There's 3 1 hour order blocks up here. What do you think might happen? Okay. Does it mean it's going to go all the way down here? No, that's not what I'm saying. But you don't need that much. You need this much. Right? You don't need that much. You can make as much money as you want. Just by this much. This much. As much money you want in the market. You don't have to take it all the way down here, you know? So yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about Take Profit Trader. So what I did to kind of fight it is I just use lower risk, higher reward. So you don't have to go crazy changing everything. The other idea is just be tighter and take small scalps with lower risk until you hit the buffer. What's up, Kurt? Great to see you, buddy. David, good morning. I'm a new student. Awesome. Great to have you, David. Grateful to have you here with us, buddy. Hit the sell OBs, then reject to buy block to continue up until trend is broken. Beautiful. Yeah. So this is probably what's going to happen. It's probably going to fill this block and then start pushing back up. So what do? We wait on the lower time frame now that we have our higher time frames set up. We just drop down, right? Now, 1 minute's kind of rough. 5 minute is if it's sloppy. All right, so if it's sloppy like this and just kind of going up, you might want to just look on the 5 minute for like a strong break, and that would be right here. So as soon as this actually breaks, I'd be looking for sells. Now, I do have a rule. You can go to solomontrading.com. So I'll go there or hit the QR code above. What's up, Nick? How you doing? 50K buffer 2K. I don't know. I think it is 2K or it might be 1500. I trade 150K, so it's 4500. So what would be the difference? What would be the difference? So at 2 p.m. we go live for another hour or two, guys. We end this one at around 2. Actually, I was 8 minutes late, so 2:08. We're going to go over to members only, and then we're going to be at this link right here. All right. Yeah, 2000. Okay, 2000. Perfect. Awesome, Jared. So what we're going to do, though, the other rule that I have, and I have to come up with a better name. What was the one I had? Buy till broke, sell till smoke. Okay. That basically means buy until you can't buy any more and sell until you can't sell anymore. And I know I just screwed this up. Let's see if it works. Oh, it looked good. Okay. So I have to put this reminder up for myself. Otherwise, I'm going to be chasing the top nonstop. So what we would have done here if we were actually live at 1305, which is 105, is we would have had a block on this right here. And we would have bought that already until it doesn't buy anymore. So we would have marked that up on the 5, came down to the 1. It took liquidity, started rejecting. We would have entered probably right in here. And that would have been a nice little scalp that we did. Right there. But we don't have another high yet. So that's the first sign that it might be weakening. This would have been a nice little 1 to 2 right there. Don't need much out of the market to make as much money as you want, guys. So right now what we're waiting for is that break. Once that breaks, we can drop down and oh, that's a huge. So when you have a huge candle like that, you can go down to the 1 minute and kind of split it up a little bit, make the block there, right? So once this creates a new high, then we can look for a rejection here and take it up higher. But with the anticipation that eventually it's going to take out all of this and most likely come back down to this 1 hour block. Yeah, great job, everybody, passing challenges. That's beautiful. That's what this is all about, guys. Just staying consistent. Consistently consistent. That's it. So right now, yeah, again, we're waiting on this break and pull back, or this break, which is the 5 minute break. Maybe I'll put that as a red or my bad, green break. Once it breaks that, then we can look. That's really what we're waiting for. Sells is this one. Until that's broke, then we'd be looking for this one, right? Pulse X, yeah. So I try to only put that on the members only, but let me put that on here. So part of the Solomon trading, we have my indicator Pulse X Premium here. And really what we'd be looking for is a green cloud to flip to red. And then you'd see something like this red or this green right here. We wouldn't have taken this because it wasn't high enough. And then we'll kind of combine that with a VWAP, which did hit here, but when we created a new high right here, we need to see it hit the yellow again. So really what we want to see here, Michael, we'd love to see this come up to here. Kind of more proof that it might go higher. And then do a cloud flip kind of situation like right here. And then use a 10-point stop and try to ride that sucker. We hit a 1 to 20 last week doing this thing live on the stream. It was crazy. I trade mainly futures, but I do trade Forex. I started with Forex. I actually started with binary options, but then crypto, and then Forex, and then I still run Forex on the over here on my other monitor, but I teach futures now. So mainly because of all the prop firms stuff that we could do. What about Pulse X? Let's see. Good job, Tiffany. Yeah, beautiful. All right, guys. So it's probably gonna happen here. You know what I did? My wife's out, and I was in a rush, and I had to order Starbucks coffee, whatever. I was in a rush. I needed coffee. I get my coffee. I go to the restroom to do my hair, and I didn't have my contacts in yet. I literally knock it over, and it goes straight into the sink, like my Trenta iced coffee. Oh, as my oh, it was so sad. I door dashed it. So now I'm waiting on I think my other one's here. Actually, let me go grab it so I can use my brain. 1 second, I'll be right back. We're waiting on some movement here. Matt, you could check. Nice slow movement, building up some liquidity to the upside a little bit. Hopefully to take out. Why is it doing that now? Don't do that, please. We could essentially take it up because it did break an internal right here. We could go for it. I'm going to take pulse X off for the sake of this right now. It did have this little internal. See how this can go higher than this, or lower than this rather. That's like a mini little pullback. If I go down the 5-second, for instance, you'll see it a little bit better. Pullback. So what we could do, a little bit riskier, but we could take that. Why not? We can get in on this little break right here. Small stop, 14 point. Get in there. We just log into one of these accounts. I want to take maybe a little scalp if it comes right here, because if we go to these highs, then we have this VWAP as a target if it decided to take off. Just building up that liquidity. Looks like a Tesla symbol. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Nice, Corey. You just got your haircut, feeling like a new man. Let's go. I know that feeling. I have to get it every week. Jared, actually, let me get you. Yeah, Jared, Robert Marks right there. Get a hold with him. Get a hold of him. Wow, Robert's on that. Someone asked for a call. Yeah, just go look him up. Jared, Robert, and see if you see him. All right, we're dropping still. Good. I didn't want to take that, but I was going to do it for the stream. Yeah, Robert. Yep. You're welcome. Yeah, it's time to get serious, guys. Fall is here. It's gonna start getting cold. You know, this happens every year. I've been doing this. I've been trading for like 11 years or something like that now. But I've been teaching for like almost 6 years. Yeah, he'll call you. I've been trading for like 6 years, and every year it's the same thing over and over and over. It's so funny. So I'll get a big group of people in, and only a certain percentage will stick around and actually trade. Not that they leave me, they just they usually come back. Okay, if they actually end up being traders. But what actually ends up happening is, like, especially, I hate to say it like this, you know how people start going to the gym in January or maybe even in December to try to lose 10 pounds before the holidays? Every year it's the same exact thing. People wait till like the beginning of December, and then they start like wanting to learn trading again because, oh my gosh, just like last year, the year before, the year before, the year before, they needed Christmas presents. Now, I'm not saying by any means that you join me and all of a sudden you can afford Christmas presents. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just telling you what happens. It's so funny. Then they jump in, they're all in, they're like, rah, they go crazy, and then they actually start winning and they're doing good. And they're if you ever read that book, 3 Feet from Gold, imagine you can see it as someone who's already been there. You can see certain people like they're there. They may even got some payouts and they're like freaking there. And then all of a sudden they just kind of go away. Spring hits, summer hits. And they're like, I want to take a break from it. Guys, it's not that hard to trade for 15 to 30 minutes a day or an hour a day, even in the summer. I do it. We travel. I'll be on a vacation, and the kids know I got to trade for 30 to 60 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. But how can you ever, have success in anything if you quit it for 4 months a year? You know what I mean? So maybe I'm talking to you, maybe I'm not. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, it happens all the time. See, the same group of people that were here in January, they start coming back around. They're like, hey, what's up? Haven't seen you forever. We're about to start again. They're like, well, why did you quit? I didn't quit. I've done very well this year. I didn't quit. Oh, I'm getting a call somewhere. I don't know. Come on, kid. I don't know if you could hear that, but that's annoying as crap. And these random people calling me nonstop. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, that's fine if you want to treat it like a hobby, but if you want to like make this like be the kind of income that can replace your job, potentially your future, help you retire, and most importantly, what I think is most important, me personally, is like generational wealth for your kids and your grandkids. You got to take it seriously, like every day, like the same kind of seriousness that you would wake up for your job and never miss. You know what I mean? Anyways, but it's happening again this year. Like every year, we've probably had 30 or 40 people come back already just in this last 20 days. They're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna start back up again. I'm like, okay, let's go. So anyways, that was my little rant for today on that. But there's a select few that never quit. They keep going. There's probably, I don't know, 10%. 10% of the 100%. Maybe that's why the success rate's so low in trading, because people quit too early, give up too early. Maybe that's the case. I'm a little crazy, so I don't blame people for quitting trading, because it's freaking nuts. It's not easy. I'm the last person on here that's gonna be like, oh, it's so easy, you just gotta. And now I'll say things like that. I'll be like, it's so easy, but I don't mean it's easy per se, right? Hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm up 1K on my eval. I started Monday, and 2K on top set. I started Thursday after I blew my accounts last week. Hey, way to go, Corey. So what I see with a lot of people, that they'll blow accounts and then they lose. They blow accounts and they lose. Well, eventually you get sick of whatever that thing is that keeps making it happen. Beautiful, Corey. So like with I don't want to use you as an example, but I remember having you on. You tended to like getting out early, and your losses late. I think you moved your stop, and then you were. But so what I'm trying to say is, now you're seeing what's happening over and over again. It's just going to take as many times as it's going to take for you to be like, you know what, I don't want to fail a challenge like that anymore. And that's why I think prop firms by far are one of the greatest tools you can use to learn. If you have the same system over and over and over again, it's one of the greatest things you could do for your risk management. Some people hate them because of the rules, but guys, if you would have had real money in an account, chances are you'd have blown your account if you didn't have those kind of rules in place. Now, I'm not talking about Apex funded trader rules, because they're a little bit crazy. Although they work and they pay out, and I've had a lot of success with them in the past. I'm just saying, in reality, those rules are kind of nuts. There's a little bit excess rules there, but like a take profit trader rule. I'm not in this, by the way. I'm sorry if it looks like I am. I still need to break a structure up. If this would have went lower than here, I would have gotten in right here. I'm not a trendline trader. I marked this up to show you where liquidity is. That's it. All right, hold on a second. So we can go for this if it closes above there. Could very well go up. Yeah, it's that. I get it. Yeah, man. Like I've been like $50 away in blue accounts. It's crazy, man. Dude, that's one of the best, River. That's one of the best places to be in. Go find yourself a mentor, someone that you like, okay? And try to skip all the crap, because unlearning someone, that's what we call it in this industry, unlearning someone is just wild. It's so difficult to break bad habits. And in fact, I've kind of developed like a thing where I almost say it's almost impossible to break bad habits. So what you have to do is develop a strategy that will not even allow you to get to those bad habits. That's what I kind of teach people. Hey man, Corey, I've known people that tried for 3 or 4 years and then all of a sudden they make it. So you're ahead of the curve, man. If you're passing challenges yet and you're almost there, I mean, you're ahead of a lot of people. All right, we don't want to get on a wick, guys. Kind of measure this a little bit here. Limit by, I'm not going to actually do a limit, I'm just measuring. I don't want to risk a lot on this one, so I'll just do that. 3 micro baby trade. Can we get a close, please? Let me see here. I was $14 away once and blew it. That's about the worst I've ever felt. Yeah, it's not a good feeling. You feel like probably the biggest loser in the world that day. You know, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you might have spent $70, $100 on that thing. And the money probably wasn't the problem, even though it sucks losing money. It was more the how you felt about yourself and how you weren't disciplined in that situation. I get it. Like it's a horrible. I've been there many times. In fact, a couple weeks ago, I told you guys what happened. I got into the scalping mode. My son was showing me this strategy he was doing, and I got into that mode, and it wasn't his strategy that I failed. It was because I was taking too many trades in too little period of time. That didn't close, so I can't take it. And it caused me to get into my over trading mode, and I started being like, well, what if I got on here? What if I got on here? What if I got on here? And I blew a freaking funded account that was ready for almost a payout. That was a crappy feeling. And what was even worse is I teach people not to do that. You know what I mean? Oh, what's up, Brittany? My daughter hijacked my YouTube, but I'll sign up for the VIP soon. See you soon. Awesome. Great to have you here, Brittany. Excuse me. Darn it, man. They didn't give us our entry. This would have been a potential good trade here. We could just increase our stop, or you know, we could put it right here. It's a little bit riskier. That's what I'll do in 5 seconds. I'll enter. Right. Give it a little shot. It's not my favorite trade for sure because I wanted it to close right here. You could also draw a little trend line here. Again, I'm not a trend line trader. This is a B setup at best. So don't be risking the farm on this, okay? Hoping for a little rocket here. There we go. It's looking good. Let's look left and see if there's anything over here we could kind of target a little bit better. I'm not looking to make a fortune off this, guys. I do think it's going to tank at any moment, but I'm just trying to grab some extra. So it should come to here, no problem. This is the order block above. Should. We just closed solid above a high. That's a good sign. It's leaving some imbalance down here. Let's see if it wants to fill that before going up. I risk very little on this. Don't risk the biscuit, Tana. Don't do it. I was in a trade that would have passed, but I didn't exit. Then I blew the account. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to put my take profit right there, which is 1 to 1.15. A little bit better than that. I'll put it right there. Yeah. So sit in the bottom. Come on. I'm going to grab this right now. I just grabbed it. Basically, one ended up hitting a 1 to 1.11 on that little scalp. See, that's what I mean. It's kind of like wouldn't you just pick up the $100 bill off the ground or not? Like some people are like, well, that's only 1 to 1. Well, it doesn't matter if you can win 90% of them. These little B scalps, C scalp, or even 70% of them. Would you not pick up the money off the ground? You know, it's silly in my mind. So a good little trade. I wish it would have given us all it had to do, guys. For me, right here, this would have been a much better trade if this closed right here and didn't wick, and then give us that bigger exit. But you got to wait for a close, unless there's just so many reasons to go up that maybe I'll take it. You know, that kind of situation. But if that would have been there, this would already be at a 1 to 2. You know. Nice little push there. Now we're hitting that yellow. All right, this is when I get excited because now we're hitting the yellow band. This is the VWAP. If you don't have this, guys, you should go grab that. It's 5minutescalper.com. 5minutescalper.com. I teach how I use the VWAP. Okay. $7 right now. So you should just buy that right now. And also, if you're looking to pass prop firm challenges and get things set up, maybe you're newer even, futuresmadeeasy.com. Highly recommend it. $7. You don't have to buy the upsells. You can if you want more stuff, but the system works by itself. But that's basically like you can get intro to me and start learning how I trade and all that kind of stuff. So 5minutescalper.com, futuresmadeeasy.com. I'm going to go ahead and man, I need to take my allergy medicine. I want to get that original trade, how we had it. There we go. So the original trade, how we had it, the one we actually took would have hit a 1 to 1 point. And guys, if you're new to the stream, I go live every day, a couple days in a row. I gotta be honest, I was a little bit late. I apologize, like 5 to 8 minutes late, sadly. I'll try to fix that. It's the life of a trader who doesn't have to show up to do a job. My apologies. I didn't take the one with you, Bob, but I took the continuation trade after it broke the high. Beautiful, beautiful. Really what I want to see now, guys, I want to see this start reversing. But I'm not going to, again, I'm not going to anticipate it. I'm going to keep buying. See what I mean? This is what kept me in this little rule. Buy until you can't buy anymore, sell till you can't sell anymore. That's what kept me in this trade. Or it kept me at buys. Even in the hour block, I kind of overrid it. What's up, Manola? How you doing? But yeah, guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Would love to have you be a part of the family. First day. What's up, Ryan Johnson? Great to see you, buddy. I do have a Discord. You know, unfortunately, I don't use it like I should, but I'm gonna start using it. If you guys wanted to start talking in there more, I would definitely pay more attention. But I advertised it 1 day or two, and then we had like 100 and some people join, which was pretty impressive. And I probably should push it more. Let me see if I have it right here. So I think this. Let me know if this works right here, guys. If you want to join my Discord, I should be more active. I'm going to start being more active in it. It's just so like hidden from me because you know what happened is I played so many games with all my teens that I have all these like gaming Discord channels and that stupid thing. So yeah, let me look here. We have 28 people online right now. Let me just say what's up to everyone. What's up, everyone? Beautiful. And then we have, yeah, we have well over 100 people in that group. I should start talking to everybody in there. Ryan, you missed your 100. What does that mean? You usually trade PM? I don't, but I've been considering doing some kind of an Asian thing. Right now I'm doing my like a 5-day intensive, We're every night at 7 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I've been going live and then working one-on-one with them. That's been nice. I haven't had much time to trade. I trade Asian. I've been loving Asian. I'm gonna tell you, if once you get over, you could trade Asian once you get over your anxiousness, and like if you're willing to like hold a trade, you can trade Asian no problem. It's not even that hard, and it's been very consistent. That's what I'm trying to say. While we're waiting on this, let me kind of show you. So inside Solomon Trading, we have Pulse X Premium, right? So let me kind of show you the trades that you could have taken today with one of our strategies. All right, I haven't even looked, so I took the day off. But right here, once you had one of our strategies is, once it hits the yellow line, we wait for a cloud flip. That's this right here. Now this one was too far away, so you'd want to wait for pullback. It's called the X factor. And then right here, as soon as it closed above, look at this, guys. Okay, you use a 10-point stop. This is something we do daily. We caught a freaking 1 to 20 on our members only call doing this the other day, like live in front of everybody. It was wild, right? Look at this. Just from here to here is a 1 to 19. This was this morning. Yeah, this was at 9 a.m. Look at this. I mean, this happens all the time. And now if you would have held it, obviously, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? 1 to 28.75. When was the last time you seen that in futures? Like we do that. I used to do that all the time in Forex, but how do you get one-on-one? Robert, do you want to get with Manola? We do have some one-on-one spots, and people are getting more serious as far as they're trading again. Those that can afford that, you know. I don't know, Manola, if you want to get... I don't know how you guys would exchange information. Maybe you go on Discord. So like that right there is pretty cool. So that happened. This push right here, just from there to there, happened. Happens every day. This is what's been mind-blowing. You're gonna win everything. That happened in 37 minutes of 119. This happens all the time. Let me show you. If you're an Asian, pretty much, I'll go for it. Let's see what would have lost the first one. Let me show you this. You're going to lose trades, but you're using a little bit less risk, right? So right there, it's the second candle down. 10-point stop. You would have lost this one. Like what you want to call loss. Yeah, that would have been a loss right here. L. Queen. Let's see if we got that one. You might have lost the second one. Let's see. By a hair, you lost that one. So let's say you're -2 now. Okay. And then, my friend. Okay. I'm trying to dummy this down. And I could tell you my story of why I do this. Then you hold till at least a 1 to 5. This is my rules I have in place. You hold till at least a 1 to 5 without looking at anything. And then once it flips back, you can either, you can look here and be like, you look, it's pushing off the VWAP. Maybe I'll put my stop here and kind of trail it. And it flipped back red. Look at this. It's either you got out at that and then you got back in here when it flipped back red. Let's say you didn't get out at all. This happened in Asian, right? 1 to 16 right there. So you lost 2, maybe 3, and then 116. See what I'm saying? Manola, go on Discord and say you're interested in one-on-one. Anybody who wants anybody who's interested in one-on-one and wants a call from Robert, go onto my Discord. There's my Discord right there. That way we can get a hold of you. All right, so you see that's just one of our ways, and that's what we're kind of waiting here. If we get a cloud flip coming out of this block after hitting this yellow, I think this will tank so hard. And we might have to do it on our members only today. But like, I think it'll be something like, I mean, just taking out all these lows alone without like having to go up to 1 to 17. Going down to this yellow, the next yellow down is a 1 to 30. The biggest one I've taken so far is a 1 to 55. How many people right now? Let me just see, because I don't teach you to trade your own money, because legally I can't. I'm not a financial advisor. What I can do is I could teach you how to trade prop firms. So that's my primary focus right now, is I just teach people how to trade prop firms, pass them, and keep them. That's literally what I try to do. I don't promise any money. I can't. Like, anybody who's like showing their Lambos and promising you'll make money, like, gosh dang, at any moment they could be getting that. Join my Discord right there in the middle of the screen. QR code. Let me see, let me put a link there. Yeah, guys, if you're looking for one-on-one or different other ways to work with me, just go on here. I'll put the link here. You can say you're interested in working with Bob Beckett or something like that, and then I'll reach out or have somebody reach out to you. It's invalid? Oh, let me see. How could it be? That's crazy. Invite invalid. Okay, continue Discord. Let me fix that. Sorry, guys. One person out of the 20 people to hit it decides to tell me, guys, make me look. Members. No, that's my bad. Give me a second. Let me grab the invite. Invite. There we are. Copy. That's dumb that it expires. I don't know why it expires like that. All right, here you go, guys. Don't worry about that, Tiffany. We're going to be unlocking that. We got to make everything automated in there as we get the Discord channel more active and get everybody settled. We're just kind of setting it all up right now, but we could start talking in there. So there's the real one. I'm going to change my QR code. My apologies. I was like, why did you say? What's wrong with you? And it was me the whole time. Join my Discord here. All right. And go. And yeah. So that one should work. Wait, this one should work. There you go. QR code. My bad. Somebody reached out on school. Beautiful. Is it Robert? All right. So here's the thing. You got to be careful. Oh yeah, school is great, but actually kind of not. Let me kind of show you school real quick, because there's so many scammers on school. Even it sucks. If I go share this tab instead, make sure if it's from a Bob Beckett, my username is literally Bob, or at Bob. So like if I search Bob Beckett right now, so many scammers try to sneak in here. It's crazy. This guy right here, scammer. Let me just show you this. Scammer. They just copy me, right? Scammer. I banned them. I mean, it happens all the time, right? Look how many pages of people trying to scam our community. So Scott Wagstaff, he's a good guy. You can talk to him, but just make sure it's that username. You know, make sure it says admin. It should say admin by their name. But yeah, this is another way, guys, you could jump in right now. If you jumped in at just Solomon Trading, we have a free trial, and then it's $5 a month. Okay, if you're not a member of this yet, highly recommend it. But you know, you could see it's very active group. We have 2,800 members in here. I just did a bunch of funny AI videos. These were supposed to be funny, guys, so hopefully you know that. This is us in the future, taking the Solomon challenge for $5 a month. And then people winning, and then me announcing I went live, and then people winning over and over and over, and then just good stuff all day. Free trainings, liquidity, how to spot. We just release new stuff all the time. So if you're not a member of this, you should join this for sure. Free order block training, students getting funded. I mean, it's just nonstop, guys. I call people out, motivate them a little bit. Are you a hobby trader? I had 20 people say they're all in. One person quit. One person treats it like a hobby. One person's getting back to it after summer. I wasn't targeting you, I promise. Super active. Anyways, back to the charts. We're just kind of wasting time here, waiting on the market to do what it wants to do. I think it's going to spill, though. Let me add that. Oops. Design. Ooh. Awesome, David Westbury. Welcome aboard, buddy. Welcome aboard. And that's the other thing I forgot to share with you. So if I go here, so we have Solomon Trading. That's my opening. You know, that's my opening level, and I recommend you get it both, honestly. But here's my VIP. You can see, like, in 6 minutes we go live on our members only, which I'm going to extend to 8 minutes more because we weren't on there. And then you have all this, right? So congrats, Rich. Are you really successful at trading? Process speaking for itself. Sitting here staring at the charts, like, wow, I see right now that I have, this is a brand new member. I still have the power to get over the fear of past communities that I have been a part of. In the last 1 hour alone, there have been at least 3 solid plays that I let slip away to this fear. Yes, I need the trust process. No trusting. It cost me $900. So Sabrine, welcome to the party, man. He's new. Look at that, Lanny Ramey. This is all unscripted, guys. I'm just kind of going over this. This is in my 97 a month. I think I'm getting the hang of this. 5 days. Just by listening and watching, I've learned a lot from Bob and his team. Once you get the right mindset, anything's possible. Best money I've ever spent on training was the one-time payment for the access to VIP. So this guy came in for lifetime VIP that we have off. We do have that available. You can get that over here, SolomonTrading.com. Right there. Oh, you can't even see what I just showed you. I hate that it doesn't share the whole screen. So you can go to SolomonTrading.com. You can do monthly or one time, one of these. Oops, I reshare my screen. We're just kind of wasting time while we're getting people in here. Or, I mean, wait for this trade. This just keeps creeping up. You see how this creeping through this freaking 1 hour block? Like, it wants to hit this one up here. Man, when this spills, it's going to be great. It's probably going to be one of those, like, 2:30, 3 o'clock trades, you know, that smashes through. Welcome, David Westbury. Great to have you. Let's go through this more. Who likes winning? Need access plus X. David Minute. I'm a new member. Beautiful. See, we got him as access. Watch here. Nice one. Time to get paid, Rogelio. Getting paid. Beautiful. Christian started off as one of my students. Now he's on our team, so he's doing good. Anyways, then you go in here and you have the classroom section. And you can learn. Here's different programs I have and different things inside Pulse X. It's included. A lot of them are included. You get these bonuses. If you join up, you get 5-minute momentum rocket strategy, 1, 2, 3 risk management, how we identify momentum. It works really good. And here's our calendar of events on a monthly basis. This doesn't include my 1 hour YouTube and my 2 hours of members every day. This is just like for my team doing calls. Other than the one-on-one mentorship calls, these are special. These are different. You get access to everything. Pretty cool. So we'd love to have you. All right, let's see if we can get something happen here. Thanks, Virgilio. This coffee's starting to kick in. This is great. So like you could back test this. Like I could show you kind of how this works. Let me just randomly go back. That's a Saturday, but randomly go back while we're waiting. Might as well do a little back test sesh right here. I'm gonna just take every one of them that hit at least the yellow. Let me show you what. This is just one way we trade Solomon Trading VIP, by the way. So let's say this is going up. We finally hit that. We enter here. So I'm just not even gonna do anything different. And I'll take every L. So you could take every L, and at the end of the day, if you use proper risk management and risk properly, you end up on top. Like I haven't been able to fail myself. So I could lose, no problem here. So we lost. Okay, so that's -1. Let's just show you. I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat this or say I would have done this or anything like this, right? So just wait. Still nothing. Still no trades, still no trades, still no trades, still no trade. Still no trade. Perfect. Went even higher. It's great. The higher the better, baby. No trade. You'll see a red dot. Boom. All right, so here's my next trade. And you take the second candle, so it's 1, 2, boom. So I could lose 5, 6 in a row and then hit a 1 to 20. Doesn't always happen that way, but sometimes it does do that. So right there, 1 to 2s we break even. So if it's so we lost. So it's -2. This is the dumbed down version, guys, just to get you guys profitable. Like I don't sit here and this isn't how I like. I'll add confluences and stuff to it too, right? So let's wait for the pushback down below the. Nope, never happened. You might have. Let's call that a loss. -3. I'm not adding any extra confluences. I just want you to see how risk reward should be. Okay. Since we're just waiting on the market to do something anyways, I'm just showing you this. Right here. All right, so here's our next one. So here's our entry. 10 points. I know, it's hard to do this. Trust me, I know. It's hard to do it. It's hard to hold them. So that's -4. Look at that. Oh my gosh. But here's what I want you to think about, guys. If you're risking like $200, you're down 800, okay? Let's just do it that way. I haven't failed. This hasn't failed me yet. There we go. There's our next move. Or -4. I'm showing you worst case scenario. When was the last time you seen someone show you worst case scenario first? How's that for sales? That might hurt myself. I don't even care. But I'm just saying, like, now I'm targeting 1 to 5, right? I really want 1 to 5. If I hit 1 to 2 and come back, I'll set it to break even sometimes. But like really, I'm looking for this VWAP to come back. Aren't there long? Yeah, there is, but I'm using certain targets like hit the yellow, meaning kind of like overextended kind of situation. Man, this is playing rough, isn't it? So that would have been break even. So that hit 1 to 2.48. Okay, so break even. So that one didn't hurt us. I just want to show you like what would happen if you didn't even know anything else. That's really why I'm showing you this. And if I really want to tell you the honest truth, which is what I try to do, I have my son. He's a little bit slower learning, okay? And his favorite thing, he always says, "Dad, I want a big Pippin too, someday." And so in my mind, I'm like, okay, how can I develop something that I can help my son? So that's constantly what I'm thinking of. My gosh, that's crazy. So another break even. You could probably say in your head, I would have taken something out of that, but I'm just trying to keep it completely clean, right? You're going to have some bad days like this too. So we had break even, still -4. I think when that spills over, good. And Q's turning, let me check. I love the new feature on here where you can continue your replay, so you don't have to like remember where you were. Who loves that? Here's what I'm looking at on this. I'm still gonna buy, believe it or not. Still gonna buy. There's one opportunity right here where you could potentially go there, but it's just so risky. I don't even want to do it. I don't want to even sell that or buy that right now. But that was a block because this can go higher than here. That was a block that can go up. Really, all I care about, I'm going to put an alert here because if it comes down to this block right here, I'll look to buy again until we get this. Actually, this break. Right? If this breaks, I'll start looking for sells. You could buy off this, but it's like a C setup because you have this imbalance right here. So there's a good chance it could come down here. So I'm just not going to risk it. And then I want to buy here. So I'm going to put an alert here, an alert up here to see where I'm at. That way I don't have to watch it. All right. So I'm going to go back to back testing real quick. Look at that. Continue. Boom. Takes me right back. Love it. Freaking love it. So we're -4. Take the next one. Live and uncut. Raw and uncut. Let's go. I'm not even looking at the time of day or nothing, right? We're just waiting for that 1 to 5. Which that's kind of scary because we have to go below the VWAP. It's already wicking. Oh! 1 to 7 it hit. All right, now the next rule. Oh, guys. Just when you thought it didn't work. Just when you thought. All right. And okay, cool. So we had the flip back the opposite direction, which got us out for a 1 to 10. See that? So all of a sudden, you're going to have some times where this happens. You lose like 4 or 5 in a row, but then you get a 10 or 20, right? And honestly, the other thing, if you could start seeing the market better, if you said, you know what, I don't want to get out unless this breaks right here, a lot of times it could be a fake out. So I kind of wicked it, and then right there I'd have entered again if I was out. But so like once you get a little bit more advanced, you can see the market a little bit better. This is how you catch the bigger ones even. And now it's potentially hitting the yellow, which is when you'd look for buys. So I'm not believing that until it hits this personally. Look at that target. Come on. Oh, we have new day, so it's a little bit rough, but so that went as low as a 1 to 15. Some days you don't even lose. Some days you literally get in and it was the right one. So if you take enough of them, you end up winning, right? Go to the higher time frame, so it's a little faster. There it goes. Look at that. That same trade if you were holding it. By the way, right here, if you check this out, this is where you would have taken the next days. See that? Right here, you would have taken one. Right here, you would have taken one. Why didn't you take a buy? Because it didn't hit here, right? Look at this. I mean, let's just do it. Let's pretend we got out at this one, 110. There's no other trades here. This never hit yellow. And then you don't want to take the first part of the day because the VWAP shows a new area each day, right? So once this hit, we would have probably taken this one. Let's just continue like this. This one might have been a loss, actually. We'll see. Because you have the second candle would be right here. Oh, it's just a bigger stop because, or it looks the volume of the market. So let's just do, remember 1 to 2 is a break even. All right, we hit our 1 to 2. So almost broke even. Now we broke even. Okay, so we broke even on that one. Then we wait. There's our second trade. Came back up. Second trade here. 10 points. Let's set 1 to 5. And I don't know. I don't know if it goes that far, but pretty much. Okay, it did. Okay, and then you just hold again until we get cloud flip. That was an example of a great start of a day. So you're gonna have some days that are kind of crap, other days that aren't. All right, so this one hit with it flipped back the other way, 1 to 4.4 there. This one was break even. This one was 10. Do these 4 matter now? You see that? Do these 4 matter? No, it didn't matter. So I have my wife. She's actually trading now. Just this. By the way, why didn't I buy that? I don't know. Hold on. We hit yellow down here. I'll just do 1 buy. 10 point. That didn't hit 1 to 2, so we would have held it. It's really rough, actually, a really rough trade here. So that hit 1 to 2, so we'd have broke even here if we held that. But 1 to 2.6. You guys could change how you risk. I'm just showing you one way that we take this. I hope it goes down farther and we can get in again. Right there, I'll take that. So when it closes above the VWAP and you get a thing, there's something magical that sometimes happens here. It's like, so this would have been the entry right here, 10 points. And you could alter this as well, how you want. Pretty risky, but if we get above there, a lot of times. So we missed that one. It wants to get above this. This blue line is the VWAP line right there. I'll go live on the members only in like 2 minutes, guys. I just want us to finish this off. Let's start some classical. And guys, if you're new to the stream, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. We do this kind of stuff every single day, 1 p.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern. At 2 p.m., usually we go on our members only live, which is at the QR code. It should still work. No, that's not even the QR code. My gosh, Bob, I'm like screwing up today. QR code, top left. That's Solomon Trading. That should work. Let me know if it works. Maybe the QR code expired. I don't know. I want to take the next buy. Is the only reason I want to stay on here. I feel like it's about to pop. So right here, you'd have entered again, closed above, 10 points. Let's see if that one hits. I just feel like it's about to explode like a rocket. I could be wrong. Nope, not again, man. It's just, see, this is what I'm saying. Loss. Let's see if we can get it to go back to green. I'm not buying it. Not buying it. There we go. Green. Ooh, that's really high up there. Let's take this one right here. 10 points. I feel like one of these is going to explode like a rocket. Feel like it, but it could be wrong. Okay. Well, definitely at least a break even. You could say, you know what, it broke structure down. I'm just going to take profit. You know, this is I'm still going to hold it to 1 to 5 or break even at this point. Once you start seeing these just kind of ride out, you really want to like start holding them, right? Even that kind of sucked, but either break even or you maybe grab something, maybe 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. But hopefully you see that I'm trying to make the least rules as possible so that like even newbie traders can start profiting heavily. That's really what I've been focusing on pretty big. This is a scenario where it's just kind of chopping, stay out of the market right there. Boom. See that? Hit yellow. Finally freaking start shooting up. And this is a great example, probably a good one to end on. See if it gets stopped. Nope. And let's see if we can hit a 1 to 5. Trying to get one last big ride. Okay, hit our 1 to 5. Now we have the green cloud. So you might be the person that's like, you know what, 1 to 5s are fine, and you get out. You might be the person that's like all or nothing, you know. So I ended up hitting 1 to 6. So you tell me, maybe you can grab something out of a 1 to 6. I don't know. All right, that's it. So let's just check one more time, see if there's any trade actually happening. I didn't hear my alerts go off at all, so I'm not expecting there to actually be any trade yet. Yeah, we're just kind of still hovering, going left. All right, I'm going to start the members only. I'm going to look out for the Zoom link here for the members only. If you're not a member yet, go to solomontrading.com. I'll put the link in Discord as well. Let me just go ahead and solomontrading.com. And then also, for those of you who are looking to join the $5 a month membership, which I highly recommend if you're not a part of that yet, I'll put that in the Discord as well. And Robert, are you on Discord? All right. Just look out in the group, guys. I have to take a phone call real quick. And then within the next 5 minutes, I'm going to start the members only. All right. God bless. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much for hanging out for the last hour and 6 minutes. And that is it. All right. God bless. Take care. Back it out. Peace.